Hey, what's up, everyone? This is KaptinFathead coming at you with episode 7 of Remembering Home. And today we're going to be talking about, or remembering, the very popular Locomotion items that appeared on PlayStation Home. I forget what update it was, but it was heavily emphasized that within a particular update, and I think it was in late 2012, that this update would really change PlayStation Home for the better. And I think this update came out a little bit after the hub came out for North American users. So a lot of people were looking forward to this. And there was some bit of specific information. I forget exactly what it said, but it was something to the point of new animations will be added. And later we would find out that we would be able to purchase these new animations and they would be called Locomotion items. These Locomotion items would allow users' avatars to fly with a pair of wings, either mechanical, angel, crazy different assortment of wings, different vehicles, different animals to ride on. Pretty much these Locomotion items replaced companions, and companions were a hot item at the time too. I know a lot of people, myself included, love to have different sorts of companions along with them. So then Locomotions came out, and I believe it was Dreams were the first to release these items. Followed by Hellfire Games, they released their own, I think they were called Speedwings, unless I'm mistaking that line for another line of Locomotion items. But I do believe Hellfire Games was the second developer to come out with those kind of items, and Dreams was the first to release theirs. They had a skateboard, one was the ability to fly. Your avatar would cross their legs and hover in the air. it was, they were very interesting first Locomotion items. Looking back at them, the only downside to these Locomotion items when they first came out was that you weren't allowed to have any other items out. I don't believe you weren't allowed to have like the bubble machine out. I think I know for a fact you couldn't have a companion out because Locomotions were in the place of companions. So actually in that case, yeah, you weren't allowed to use any other kind of interactive items. So that was kind of the bummer with them, but they really were a lot of fun, especially some of the ones that came out in later years, like in 2013 and 2014. Probably one of my more favorites was still from Dreams, were the motorcycles or the hover bikes from what was that one game that was in Zai? Maximum Tilt. They released 4, I think maybe 5, but I know for a fact 4 of those hover bikes, and they were probably my favorite. They were hover up in the air, they were detailed very well, and along with most other Locomotion items, if you held down a button, I believe it was the square button, and your avatar would run, holding down the square button would allow your avatar to move faster, and sometimes there would be different animations depending on what Locomotion item you equipped. If you had a particular set of wings on and you hit the square button to make your avatar run faster, they would change their position, their stance. A lot of thought went into these, but it wasn't just vehicles and animals that you could ride. It was also different sort of poses and dance moves that also became Locomotion items. I remember Adam Republic was really well known for a lot of their dance packs that came out. I didn't really get into downloading the dance packs. I was more the guy that liked their, specifically Adam Republic's exosuits. They were a lot of fun. The only downside about them was that the camera angle was a little bit wonky, and some Locomotion items had a wonky camera angle to them, so if you were a person that was standing off to the side, like one of your friends was standing off to the side, they would look at you with your Locomotion item and say, hey, that's pretty cool. But then when you would have it on, sometimes the position of the camera would hinder your overall enjoyment of the item. The go-karts, I specifically remember go-karts. I think Konami made some, Adam Republic made some. They were well detailed, and I really enjoyed them a lot. But the problem was is that they were a little bit too close to the ground, and the camera angle wouldn't allow you to position the camera close to the ground. It would still stay in that same position as if your avatar was standing up. That was probably the biggest problem with most of the Locomotion items, is that it didn't adjust the camera angle on particular Locomotion items. Overall, the Locomotion items were probably the best items to have on PlayStation Home. It's just a shame they weren't able to actually recreate those to not be in the way if you had a companion out, but I understand that probably would have taken up a lot of space in some of the smaller areas on PlayStation Home. And before I end the video, two things. One, I'd like to ask you guys and gals, what were some of your favorite Locomotion items that you had or that you saw even, and hopefully that we will see in upcoming games by Zalax Studios and Atom Republic with their games Project Nebula and Atom Universe. And second is just a little bit of an announcement. Well, first I'd like to say, so I guess three things. Secondly, I notice I have reached 1,500 subscribers, and I really would like to thank you guys and gals for that. I've been wanting to come out with a special video, like a Q&A video or something, to at least answer your guys' questions. So if you do have any, just leave them in the comments section down below, and I'll get on making a video for that, because I'm seriously very thankful for the amount of support you guys and gals have given me. It feels really good. I really appreciate it. And third is that, yeah, this video is probably going to come out a little bit late, this Remembering Home video, because I've been also working on two other videos. One is just a tribute music video for something, a particular character from a particular movie. Been working on it for a while now, I just haven't had the time to really finish it up. And the other one is a top 10 like video, mainly direct, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but just think of it as a top 5, top 10 type of video, and I think you guys and gals are really going to enjoy that. So that about does it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.